Hi there. Welcome back. Welcome back to Priestess and Medium Rosalind. The channel was formerly, it used to be called Magic Rootwork of Love and Prosperity. So I hope that you can hear me and see me just fine. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. You know you're always a family here. I want to say a special thank you to everyone who comes in and you view the videos here and you feel that you are part of the family here. We're a family of gods and goddesses, divine masculine and feminine. And yes, you are special. Yes, you do have a lot of innate wisdom you were born with organically when you came here to this lifetime. Free from suffering, free from suffering is really the goal for so many of us, even if we're lost. Some of us are lost at this time, but as long as we have gratitude and a connection to the thought of regenerating, we're going to be okay. It's possible to manifest that good life that you want. What I wanted to do today specifically was speak to you all on some of the realities and specifically adjustments that we have to make sometimes, even if you're thinking that, you don't want to make adjustments because it's uncomfortable or painful. But let's just talk about some of the realities, okay? Some of the realities, and I'm going to talk for a few minutes about it. The realities are one huge reality we have, and I've been called to share this specifically because you all know that I work with guides, right? One of the realities is that we have to be open to change. And the more you awaken on your journey, whether you're dealing with love, twin flames, soulmates, whether you're dealing with work, career, how to manifest more income, more stability for you and your family, whether you're in a marriage and you're not sure about whether this marriage will last, whether it's family, childhood wounds and trauma, and you're still processing that, and you're a grown adult and you're still trying to process the pain and the loneliness from those wounds, and you're still getting triggered sometimes during the days or weeks. It's imperative, it's so important, whether you're in your teens, 20s, all the way up until you're senior. I've even had a lot of readings and conversations with seniors and my elders. I respect them so much, and they're still having issues. Usually we have more and more trauma and difficulty with change and adjustments when we turn away from what's happening, or we turn away from the thought of awakening. Throughout your lifetime, this is just part of it. You're going to have these adjustments. I've experienced them. I still experience them now. And we get triggered. It doesn't matter how much education you have. It doesn't matter how long you've been with someone. It doesn't matter that you're a grandparent or, a very young person. You still will have times of learning, awakening, being triggered as part of our soul, and it's part of our ego journey here in this life. Okay. So I hope you all are with me so far. I hope you're able to understand this. You all know that my purpose for coming on and doing, an actual face-to-face video with you all is because I want to share with you. And I want to share with you things that are really being called out to help alleviate suffering in our lives. Okay, in our lives. We should have joy in our lives. We should have faith. We should have serendipity, which is unexpected good fortune in our lives. We should have love. We should have soulmates all around us. And this quest that sometimes we carve out in our life, whether it's one thing we're carving out or whether it's wanting to make changes and look for something throughout different aspects of our lives, we do need to know and understand how to judge our lessons and learn how we can make these adjustments smoother in our lifetimes. Because change is normal. It happens to all of us. Life changes, Sometimes when I'm doing readings and I pull out the Tower card, You know, a lot of people, they're like, oh no, it's the Tower, you know, and it can make you uneasy. It can make you jittery. As a matter of fact, it can make you jittery. It can make you uneasy watching readings all day long or all week long. Have you ever done that where you were looking for something and you just viewed so many videos trying to find your answer, trying to find the perfect reader, trying to find the perfect reading in the cards, you know, and what does that really mean for you in your life, you know? And sometimes when we're really when we're restless, when we just don't have peace, we're having anxiety, that Nine of Swords kind of energy, kind of similar to the Tower, where things are unraveling and you can't control it. You know, you might be losing sleep. You might feel like your foundation is actually crumbling, like something is being taken away from you, your actual foundation, what you know, what you're comfortable with. So in those times, you know, and what I really wanted to speak on is that I'm being guided to let everyone know that those times are going to happen for most of us in 2019. Those are times that are going to happen. And instead of you clinging to worry and clinging to fear, which is normal sometimes for all of us, it's time now to look at how we can welcome in change, reprogramming what you think about change in your life. So, for example, if you're having the same issue over and over with your boyfriend, with your husband, with your girlfriend, with your fiance, with your wife, or you keep going back to an old moment that happened years ago, and you're using that same energy of the trauma to try and move forward, and you kind of end up not taking any of those steps, or you feel like it's too much drama, it's too much for you to do, you know, and you might start to feel hopeless, helpless. Those are the times when you have to start expanding, you know, and that could even be a reason why so many of us are turning to magic and conjure, or, you know, alchemy, candle magic, moon magic. This is why some of us have embraced our new wings and we're spreading into the fear to see what's really causing it, and how we can be happy, how we can start finding satisfaction, and even reaching some goals by just starting out with a few baby steps, you know, a few simple steps. And Spirit also has spoken a lot about finding that gravity you need, feeling like you're not just free floating and you have no control, that you have no control, you can't resist certain things, you can't stand your ground, but you can. You can stand your ground. You can stand your ground and learn where your wisdom and your strength is in a situation. Okay? It's many of us who are looking for these quicker fixes, like a quick fix. And you know, I have to say, as a healer, root worker, shamanic healer, priestess, I was born into this. Basically, there's a lot of seeking for these answers and this resolution in a quicker way, you know, because we are microwavable. So many of us are microwavable instead of thinking of things in a way of the slow cooker and how this is really all going to get done for us, you know, how this is all going to pan out for us. Sometimes in our life journey, we have to understand, you know, that's part of our life, our soul, is to take a slower approach sometimes, or at least to find out really genuinely what are the different steps we can take. The slower, more concise, more targeted energy we can pour into something to find out what the true lesson is there. Okay? Sometimes we understand in this growing and knowing, just as I had to learn all of these things too. I'm 46 now, but I still had to learn. I had to journey through these things. We learned that, you know, we are really attracting what we feel. If you're feeling fear, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling anxiety, you will attract more situations to create that. You'll attract more people that create that in your life. You know, when you start to release your imprisonment. Spirit talks about that, just coming out of your imprisonment, you know, and really going with your self-love, your self-honesty, your self-esteem, being more empowered and supported. You will attract more situations that help you to stay in that energy and that vibe, you know. So I wanted to reiterate how important it is to know that this is all about growth and it's about your journey. You know, I'm not a card reader, so to speak. I read energy. I align with different thoughts. Your thoughts have energy. Your chakra system, it has energy from the time you're born, you know. Your relationships, they have a lot of keys to understanding your true self, how you love, how you expect to be loved, who is mirroring you. Are you looking in a mirror with your relationships? Do you want to attract what you are right now? All of these different questions and energies we need to think about, you know. So when coming to a conclusion of how you're going to get help, how you're going to really see a problem, is really how far you're willing to go into it. Are you willing to take steps to clear up something? You know, even if I'm doing a reading, there's still steps we need to take to look further into it, to find out where you're willing to go. How do you want your path to look? How do you want to be remembered as you get older? How do you want your environment to feel in your daily life as you grow and you're going through these awakenings and problems and questions? Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I want to thank all of my subscribers, all of my clients, all of my newfound friends, goddesses, masculine. Thank you for coming to me and trusting me in your quest to find out and to know more. Okay? I'm wishing you the highest love and blessings. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.